This is the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation.
(8:45). This is the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation. Here is the news edited by Catherine Pereira and read by Indrani Senanayake. The headlines. President Gotabaya Rajapaksa responded to the problems faced by the people of Mimure. Several decisions have been taken for many development programs in the area. Attention will be focused on the cardamom cultivation. Purchasing of the paddy harvest of the Yalla season commences. The first power plant to generate electricity with the use of garbage waste constructed at Keravalapitia will be opened on Wednesday. In foreign news, a team member says China refused to provide the WHO team with raw data on early COVID cases. The people of Mimure told President Gotabaya Rajapaksa that the undeveloped road network and clearance of the ownership of cultivable lands are the main issues they are facing. In response to their problems presented at the 10th program held at the Mimure Primary School, President Gotabaya Rajapaksa has advised the Secretary of the Ministry to renovate the two bridges on the Mimure-Hunnaskiria Road and to complete the road development works speedily. It has also been decided to develop all by-roads in the area. The President also advised them to develop the infrastructure facilities at the Urudumbara Hospital and to fill the shortage of doctors at the hospital. Purchasing the paddy harvest of the Yalla season has commenced. The government hopes to purchase 300,000 metric tons of paddy. The government has allocated over 16 billion rupees in this regard. The cooperative societies, the Paddy Marketing Board, the Agrarian Services Centre are purchasing paddy directly from farmers. The government has given 220 million rupees for this purpose. Meanwhile, 20,000 kilos of paddy have already been purchased from the Galle district. The first power plant to generate electricity with the use of garbage waste constructed at Keravalapitia will be opened on Wednesday. 15 billion rupees has been invested on this project. Plans have been made to generate 10 megawatts of electricity with the use of 700 tons of waste daily. The Ministry of Power says that plans will be made to initiate the first project to generate electricity by biogas with the use of decaying waste in Kotavilla in the Matara area. It is expected to add 400 kilowatts of electricity to the national grid by using the daily waste of 40 tons by the end of October. This news comes to you from the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation.
Get a home loan now with attractive interest rates only from People's Home Loan.
We continue with local news. Army Commander General Shavendra Silva confirmed Sri Lanka reported 428 new infections of the novel coronavirus today. Thereby, the total count of COVID-19 cases reported in the country reached 74,484. According to the Health Ministry's data, the total number of recoveries in Sri Lanka has reached 67,831. However, 6,269 active cases are still under medical care at selected hospitals and treatment centres located across the island. Meanwhile, the death toll due to the virus in the country stands at 384. The Health Ministry has taken measures to recommence the field activities of the World Dengue Programme. This program was halted for 4 months temporarily due to the COVID pandemic. Releasing of the mosquito with the Wolbachia bacteria to the environment has commenced. This program will be implemented by the National Dengue Eradication Unit. Next, we take a look at the main news story.
Pay the interest on your own home without paying rent for someone else's. Get a home loan now with attractive interest rates only from People's Home Loan. Enjoy the option of paying only the interest for the first 5 years.
A mother knows the pain of each member of the family. Siddhalepa, the trusted relief for aches and pains.
An effective therapy for relief from cold, sneezing, flu, headaches, swelling due to toothaches, rheumatic, discomforts, and muscular aches and pains. Siddhalepa, the Veda Mahatmya in every home.
The main news story is brought to you by Siddhalepa Veda Mahatmya.
It has been decided to appoint a committee to inquire into the cultivation of cardamom. This decision was taken at the 10th Gamasamaga Pilisandak program held at the Mimure Primary School in Ududumbara under the patronage of President Gotabaya Rajapaksa. The responsibilities have been entrusted to the Agriculture Minister to take proper action in this regard. It has also been decided to look into the decline of the pepper harvest. Several solutions were also given for the land issues in the area. That was the main news story. Watchlight follows.
The main news story was brought to you by Siddhalepa Veda Mahatmya.
Brush your teeth twice a day for healthy teeth and gums. Supiriviki and Kakulu, your trusted brands in oral care for many years.
Supiriviki Ayurvedic toothpaste for adults. Kakulu Ayurvedic toothpaste for kids. 9 Ayurvedic ingredients of Supiriviki will protect your teeth and strengthen your gums. Supiriviki and Kakulu, products from Siddhalepa.
We take a look at Watchlight. There has been a complaint from passengers travelling from Mirigama to Nitambur saying that buses on this route do not operate at regular times and passengers face many difficulties in their daily routine. Buses on this particular route do not operate at night. Commuters request the relevant authorities to deploy more buses for the convenience of all passengers travelling on this route. This is for the attention of the manager of the Nitambur SLTB depot. And that came to in Watchlight. A bulletin of world news will follow.
World News. Brought to you by courtesy of...
From the first step you take till the time we meet, the trusted leader prioritizes you always. All you need under one roof. People's Leasing, the trusted leader.
World News headlines. A team member says China refused to provide WHO team with raw data on early COVID cases. UK lawyer elected chief prosecutor at ICC. Soldiers killed in Napoleon's 1812 retreat, buried. China refused to give raw data on early COVID-19 cases in a World Health Organization-led team probing the origins of the pandemic, one of the team's investigators said, potentially complicating efforts to understand how the outbreak began. The team had requested raw patient data on the 174 cases of COVID-19 that China had identified from the early phase of the outbreak in the Chinese city of Wuhan in December 2019, as well as other cases, but were only provided with a summary, said Dominic Dyer, an Australian infectious diseases expert who is a member of the team. A leading British barrister has been elected the next chief prosecutor at the International Crime Court, ICC. Karim Khan, 50, currently heads a United Nations investigation into war crimes committed by the Islamic State group in Iraq. BBC diplomatic correspondent James Landale said, "Success is a closely fought election would be seen as a diplomatic win for the UK after Brexit. The ICC is the only permanent body investigating crimes against humanity." Mr. Khan won the votes of 72 out of 123 countries in the second round of voting and will begin his 9-year term at the court in The Hague in June. The bodies of French and Russian soldiers who died during Napoleon's retreat from Moscow have been laid to rest at a ceremony in western Russia. Along with the 120 soldiers, 3 women and 3 teenage boys were also buried. The remains were discovered 2 years ago by a team of French and Russian archaeologists. Napoleon's disastrous retreat from Moscow in 1812 marked the end of his invasion of Russia. To end this bulletin of world news, the headlines again. A team member says China refused to provide WHO team with raw data on early COVID cases. UK lawyer elected chief prosecutor at ICC. Soldiers killed in Napoleon's 1812 retreat buried. That ends this bulletin of world news. Development news follows.
World News. Brought to you by courtesy of...
From the first step you take till the time we meet, the trusted leader prioritizes you always. All you need under one roof. People's Leasing, the trusted leader.
A look at development news. Tank renovation activities in rural areas are being carried out successfully. Accordingly, 78 tanks in the Mullaitivu district will be renovated. This program is carried out under the Vari Saubhagya program. The irrigation department says that the expenditure for the project is nearly 20 million rupees. That was development news. Sports news is next. The reconstructions of public playgrounds have commenced. The Ministry of Sports has allocated 1 billion rupees in this regard. It is expected to develop 200 public playgrounds. Therefore, 5 million rupees has been allocated to develop these playgrounds. That was a look at sports news. Business news follows.
Contributory deposit of 1,000 rupees from NSB when your child enters grade 1. Open a Hapan Children's Service account for your kid today. Higher interest. Conditions apply.
Business News. Sponsored by National Savings Bank. The safest place for your money.
The all-share price index, ASPI, of the Colombo Stock Exchange, CSE, yesterday recorded the highest single-day points gain in history, a gain of 387.19 points. The CSE said it had reportedly recorded a growth of 363 points by midday trading. That was business news. Economic news follows.
Business News. Sponsored by National Savings Bank. The safest place for your money.
Contributory deposit of 1,000 rupees from NSB when your child enters grade 1. Open a Hapan Children's Service account for your kid today. Higher interest. Conditions apply.
Economic News. Courtesy of...
Hello, Puta. Did you land already?
We're in transit and our flight got delayed.
How is Shani? Poor thing with her pregnancy.
Calm down. Everything is sorted. Why? I have my LOLC World Card with me. We are at the VIP lounge.
LOLC Finance Credit Cards. Fuel the goodness in you.
On to economic news. President Gotabaya Rajapaksa opened the State Trust Centre shopping complex established at the Economic Centre at Narayanpeta yesterday. The showroom of the Sri Lanka State Trading General Corporation was expanded and the Rajavasala shopping complex was constructed. It comprises 78 state and private shops. The objective of this object is to give the consumer an opportunity to purchase under one roof quality products of both state entrepreneurs and local manufacturers, according to the Saubhagya Dakma Manifesto. That was economic news, and finally we take a look at the weather report.
Congratulations on your promotion. Heard you gave a treat for everyone in your department yesterday.
Yeah.
When will be our treat, huh?
Well, how about today?
Oh no, I was just joking. We'll have a party with your new salary.
It's fine. I have my LOLC credit card with me. Let's go out today.
Those who spread goodness radiate happiness to everyone around them. Introducing LOLC Finance Credit Cards. Fuel the goodness in you.
The weather report. The The Met Department says, except for a few showers in the eastern, over and central provinces, mainly fair weather will prevail elsewhere over the island. Misty conditions can be expected in the central, Sabaragamuwa and western provinces and in the Galle and Mathura districts during the morning. That was a look at the weather report. To end tonight's news broadcast, we take a look at the headlines again. President Gotabaya Rajapaksa responded to the problems faced by the people of Mimure. Several decisions have been taken for many development programs in the area. Attention will be focused on the cardamom cultivation. Purchasing of the paddy harvest of the yellow season commences. The first power plant to generate electricity with the use of garbage waste constructed at Keravalapitia will be opened on Wednesday. And in foreign news, a team member says China refused to provide the WHO team with raw data on early COVID cases. That ends tonight's news broadcast. Well, our mutual friend MW and yours truly will be the hosts of the final program of the night, Family Choice. So, I'll meet you in a little while.